Hello friends, welcome to the Maharashtra Music Olympiad Association. Today we will be talking about rag and time theory. In this lesson, we will learn about the classification of rags based on their Gayan Samay. There are broadly three factors which decide when a particular rag should be sung or played. The first one is classification based on the Vadi Swar. The second is Komal Redha or Sandhi Prakash Rag, Shuddha Redha Rag and Komal Gani Rag. And the third one is Adhva Darshak Swar. In Indian classical music, there is a definite time slot allotted to every rag. The scholars of music have studied the swars of every rag in detail and tried to find out at which time the rag has the maximum impact or effect on the listeners. Generally, any rag can be sung or played at any time, but if done at its prescribed time, the ras of the rag manifests itself in the best possible way. Also, the rag sounds the most attractive if sung or played at its designated time. The designated time allotted to a rag is called its Gayan Samay. If we divide the 24 hours of a day into time intervals or praher of 3 hours each, we get 8 praher in a day. These are as follows. First praher of the day is morning 7 to 10, that is 7 am to 10 am. Second praher of the day is 10 am to 1 pm. Third praher of the day is 1 pm to 4 pm. And the fourth praher of the day is 4 pm to 7 pm. Similarly, first praher of the night is 7 pm to 10 pm. Second praher of the night is 10 pm to 1 am. Third praher of the night is 1 am to 4 am. And the fourth praher of the night is 4 am to 7 am. Let us now study this in detail. The first one is classification based on the Vadi Swar. If we include tar sa in a saptak, then the total number of swars becomes 8. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. If we further divide these into two equal parts, then we get sa, re, ga, ma as the purvang or the prior half of the saptak and pa, dha, ni, sa as the uttarang or latter half of the saptak. If the Vadi Swar of a rag is from the purvang of the saptak, then that rag is called a purvang Vadi rag. And if the Vadi Swar of a rag is from the uttarang of the saptak, then that rag is called an uttarangvadi rag. Purvangvadi rags are sung or played from 12 pm to 12 am, which are the praher of the day, and uttarangvadi rags are sung or played from 12 pm to 12 am, which are the prahers of the night. So, the Vadi Swar of a rag helps to determine whether the rag should be sung during the day or during the night. Let us look at an example. We know that the Vadi Swar of rag Bhupali is Ga. Hence, it is a Purvang Vadi rag, which means it should be sung sometime between 12 pm and 12 am. So, in compliance with this theory, the Gayan Samay of rag Bhupali is first praher of the night, which is around 7 pm to 10 pm. A few more examples are Next comes classification based on the swars of a rag. Depending on the types of swar, that is Shuddha or Vikrit used in a rag, they can be classified into 3 types. Rag with Komal Re and Dha. These rags are called Sandhi Prakash Rag. However, Ga should be Shuddha in the rags of this category, else it will fall in the category of Komal Gani rags. Sandhi Prakash means that time when the day meets the night and when the night meets the day. Sandhi Prakash occurs twice in a period of 24 hours, dawn and dusk. Here, the Swar Madhyam plays an important role in deciding whether the Sandhi Prakash rag will be sung at dawn or at dusk. If Madhyam is Shuddha, then the Sandhi Prakash rag will be sung at dawn. And if it is Tivra, then the Sandhi Prakash rag will be sung at dusk. For example, in rag Bhairav, Ma is Shuddha, so it will be sung at dawn. Whereas in rag Purvi, Ma is Tivra, so it will be sung at dusk. Next is rags with Shuddha Re and Shuddha Dha. The Sandhi Prakash rags are followed by the Shuddha Re Dha rags. These rags are usually from Kalyan, Bilaval and Khamaj That. So the Gayan Samay of the rags in this category will be around 7 pm to 10 pm and then from 7 am to 10 am. The condition is that Ga should be always Shuddha in this category of rags. Here too, Madhyam Swar plays a pivotal role in deciding whether the rag is going to be a morning rag or an evening rag. If Ma is Shuddha in a rag of this category, then it will be sung in the morning, for example, rag Bilaval, etc. And if Ma is Tivra in a rag of this category, then it will be sung in the evening, for example, rag Yaman, rag Bihag, etc. The third category is rags with Komal Ga and Komal Ni. These rags are usually sung after the Shuddha Redha rags. So, these are sung around 10 am to 4 pm and 10 pm to 4 am. The rags of this category will always have Ga Komal. Example, rag Kafi, irrespective of whether Re and Dha are Shuddha or Komal. Some of the rags in this category are Asavari, Jaunpuri, which are daytime rags, and then Jaijavanti, Malkons, which are nighttime rags. The third decisive factor in deciding the Gayan Samay of a rag is Advadarshak Swar Madhyam. As explained earlier, in Hindustani classical music, the Swar Madhyam plays an important role in deciding the Gayan Samay of a rag. It acts as a pathfinder for deciding at what time a particular rag should be sung or played. Adva means path, hence Adva Darshak means the one who shows the path or direction. The morning ragas will have a prominent Shuddhama and the evening ragas will show the prominence of Tivrama.